Hi class, today we will be continuing our 5 senses unit by learning about hearing and sight. I want everyone to look at each other's eyes and see what's special about them. You might notice that we all have different eye color, sizes, shapes, and some of us wear glasses, some of us don't. So like I wear glasses and some of you might not. I have brown eyes and some of you might have blue or green eyes or hazel. And my eyes are kind of small, but you guys probably have big eyes. Some of you have, very straight eyes and have slanted eyes. There's just a lot of difference between our eyes. Now, if you would direct your attention over here, I want to show you parts of a human eye. See right there, that outer layer of your eye, that's called the cornea. And then the layer where you see the different eye color, like brown, green, blue, that's called your pupil. And then the white part of your eye right there, that's called your lenses. And in the back of your eye there, you got optic nerves that are connecting your eyes to your brain. And you have the choroid and retina right there in the bottom. That's the stuff that's on the back of your eye. And now with our ears, we use our ears for listening also, which is where we hear stuff too. And this, you can see, is a picture of an ear. And right there, that little area, right there inside your ear, that's called the ear canal. And that's where the sound will travel in. And then you have your eardrum right there. So when you hear really loud stuff for a long time and after it gets all quiet and you can't hear very well, that's because of all the sound beating on your eardrum. And your eardrum will lead to the middle ear, which will lead your inner ear right there. And then there's some tubes right at the bottom that connects the ear to your brain so that you can hear between your two ears. So today's lesson we'll be working with Easter eggs filled with objects. And you'll have a set of these at each table. And the Easter eggs will be filled with rice, sequins, buttons, coins, cotton balls, sand, or it could be any other objects. I'm just giving you some suggestions. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take them and then you're going to shake them, try to see what they might be. So you can shake them, guess maybe, maybe this one has rice or corn kernel, And so what you're going to do is you're going to do that and then write it down. And then when you're done, I'm going to give you a box that's filled with the actual objects that are in the eggs. And you get to compare the noises you hear from the eggs with the objects there. Now that you guys are done trying to make sure that you have the right things, I'm going to tell you what's in each of the eggs. The yellow one here has coins. And then the orange one has buttons. The green one has sequins. The blue one has rice. The pink one has cotton balls, and the purple one has sand. So if you guys are right, good job. If not, still good try. You guys are trying, and I know that counts. Now please write in your journal one fact you learned about the human eye and the human ear. It could be anything. It could be like, oh, we have different eye color, or we can hear with our eardrums. Anything you want to write down. It's one fact. And now to demonstrate your new knowledge of hearing, I want you to take your Easter eggs and try arranging them in order of softest to loudest. So you can do that just shaking them, or you can see, if you're with the objects, like coins, that's probably going to be very loud. Cotton balls, that's probably very soft. And if you have any comments or you want to discuss anything, we'll talk about it now. And now we're going to add what we learned today to our anchor chart over here. So like yesterday we learned that taste, you can taste different things like sour stuff, sweet stuff, salty and buttery stuff. And then with our smell we learned that you can smell stuff like sweet stuff, flowery, stinky, burnt stuff. So with hearing, what do you think we can hear? Maybe we can hear stuff like honking. We can hear blaring, like people playing really loud music. We can hear talking. There's so many stuff we can hear. We can hear birds chirping. And then what about sight? What can we see? We can probably see dark stuff, bright stuff, shimmering maybe, like the water when the sun's hitting on it. And we can probably see glittering stuff. And there's so much more we can see. So like we learned today, we use our hearing we use our ears to hear, and we use our eyes to see. And so by combining your sight and your hearing, you were able to guess what was in the eggs by, first you were shaking it to kind of guess maybe, and then when you saw the objects you were able to connect what you saw with what you heard. So today we learned that sight and hearing is where we use our eyes and our ears. So tomorrow we're going to learn about sight and touch. And like we said today, we learned how we use our eyes to look at things. So we can see connecting how if we use our eyes to look at what we touch, and the nerves in our fingers help us feel the different textures. So tomorrow we're going to see what we touch and what we see, how that connects together. And that's today's lesson.